Hey, what's going on? James here. I am at the Portland Retro Game Expo for the year 2023. Yeah, it's been a great day so far. I'm calling it day one because their official day one is basically pick up your pass and go home kind of thing. They have the arcade open, but that's about it. But in terms of, any panels or bagpipes and the vendor floor, that all started today. So I actually traveled here with Chris, NintendoHodge. He crashed at my place the night before. We had a roughly 12-hour travel day between getting up early, getting the shuttle to the airport and layovers and all that. But yeah, it's been fantastic so far. Eric and Melissa are allowing us to crash at their place, and they have been wonderful hosts. Truly, we are a burden on them. I promise you that. But anyways, I will move on into a bit of the show floor footage and maybe some of the arcade and whatnot, and maybe I'll even be able to get some cameos from fellow club members here.
Oh, there's another stripper Mary. I didn't see that one.
Alright, so that is a look at the vendor floor in the arcade gaming area. I didn't get any other footage past that yesterday. Been stupid busy. Right from the show, when it closed, we ended up getting a really filthy sandwich from a place called PDX Sliders. And by filthy, I mean filthy delicious. It was wild. It was so good that I actually bought a second one. And then we just sort of chilled out here at the Q's. A little bit of a look-see of the living quarters here. Hopefully Eric does not mind. Anyways, I will promise a little bit of cameo action. So there's Chris there and Eric. They are working hard on some snacks for the bags because getting food at the convention center is I'm not gonna say that it's difficult, but it's not super convenient. So just having a couple of grab bags is what we've been kind of living off of in between. Anyways, I will get Melissa and Ryan in here at some point as well, but we are going to be headed out shortly to, what's this place called? Pine Street Biscuits?
Pine State Biscuits.
Pine State Biscuits.
You get it wrong. It's street or state, but
okay.
Pretty sure it's state.
Pine something biscuits. Let's go with that. I've been given two options possibly. But I had that 4 years ago, and it was disgustingly good. I've already told Chris, who hasn't been yet, just get the Reggie. Don't even look at the menu. So I think he's going to be taking that advice. Anyways, I will catch you guys at the next time that I turn on this camera. All right, so we have completed our breakfast and we are back at the show. And as promised, I would try and get the rest of the crew here on camera. So there's Eric not packing up our snacks and Melissa.
Hello.
Hi guys.
So what, you guys, you've kind of been on a tear so far, haven't you?
I know.
Yeah.
And we also got Ryan photobombing over here. I'll try and bug him later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall success for you guys.
Yeah. So far, there was one that I was gonna try to hit this morning, and it was sold already. So.
Well, there's always next year, but
There's always next year. Yeah. But no, I knocked off a few right off my wish list.
Yeah, 3 big ones.
3 big ones. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm pretty happy.
3 biggies, and we've only been here what, like 40 minutes,
Yeah,
maybe?
it's not even 11, is it?
Yeah, I just turned 11.
Just turned 11.
Okay, so about an hour, so that's
Maybe
not too
an
bad
hour.
at all. All right, no,
Now
let's
I want to go buy junk.
Now we're gonna go buy junk.
All right, so we will go and buy junk, and yeah, we'll cap this off with dinner and whatever else we got left for the evening. Yeah.
Fun.
All right, so the only person that I haven't gotten on camera actually speaking yet is my travel buddy, Mr. Hodge. How are we?
It's been awesome. This has blown me away. The convention, the food that we've had every night, the finds that I've been able to get, the deals. It's been a blast. You've been an awesome travel partner and a great host for me too. And same with Eric and Melissa and Ryan. It's been so much fun. I can't wait to do it again at some point in the future.
Oh, for sure. It's been a great time, and I know I kind of hyped up that filthy big sandwich this morning, and I hope that did not disappoint.
Like I said, above and beyond, like if I had more thumbs that I could put up, I would, because it was amazing. The Reggie Deluxe, hands down the best food.
It's probably my favorite thing that I had here last year, or sorry, my last time here 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was so good, so good.
All right, and you did your, I won't spoil any of the finds, but the snack trade challenge.
Yes, very successful snack trade challenge. I have a few snacks left. I might try to hit up one more vendor. We'll see. But I did a trade with John Riggs, so he was on board on doing that, and it was great. Very successful.
All right, so I guess we're gonna try and find some more junk, and we'll probably wrap this up later on this evening, either at dinner or after dinner, that kind of thing. And that will probably be a very sad wrap on a very, very fun adventure of 3 days. All right. Sadly, I wasn't able to get a proper close off out in Portland. We were all exhausted. We went to dinner that night, a pizza shoal. I'll throw up a photo of the restaurant front and one of the pizzas that we got. Fantastic. I've had it before. Chris has not. That was his first time, and I'm pretty sure he was very thrilled with it. And then we went to, I believe it's called Quarter World. And I was actually explaining this to Chris on the way up. Like, yo, they have like a greasy back room with the curtain that you get from a video store for the adult-only videos. And like, but it's arcade machines. And he didn't call me a liar, but you could tell he was a little skeptical. Like, really?
Did you see that? Her special?
Yeah.
It was like dragons came out of her boobs. Look at
Oh,
that.
you're right.
Maybe we should shut the door.
Hello then, miners.
Badass babe.
Badass babes. That is amazing. Sorry.
So we ended up dropping in that arcade, and of course we had to check that out. They have changed it. It used to be in the very back, a much larger room. It is now up at the front, more of a closet with less machines, but they did keep the that portion of that gaming area around. I'm assuming they're probably known for at least having it, so they probably don't need to have an entire giant room for them. But yeah, he was giddy with how silly it was. I think we all actually had a good time. We threw a couple of quarters into the booby machines, if you will. And yeah, then we just went back to the queues. Eric had to take Rocket back for a red-eye flight, so Chris and I hung out with Melissa, and Eric was back roughly 40-ish minutes, an hour, something like that. And then we closed it the night and sadly departed the next morning. Yeah, I originally had a different close for this recorded, but I was very tired. My travel plans on the second leg home kind of got mutilated, but it took away from the fun of the weekend if I sort of went that route. Because it had nothing to do with my visit away. It was just a kind of a miserable way to get home, unfortunately for my part. But I'm home safe, so that's all that really matters. But nonetheless, I will get into the pickups that I got. It's only 9, but I had very limited luggage to begin with, and I was sent home with 3 boxes of chicken and a biscuit, which we don't have here. And I actually had to take them out of the box because I was so limited on space, and I just put the actual bags into my luggage. So, you know, don't get me wrong, chicken and biscuit, that's a good problem to have. I mean, I do really enjoy them. But, you know, I had to account for that as well with, well, you'll see the last 2 items. They're belligerent in size. Anyways, I got Jurassic Park on the Game Gear. I've been actually looking for this for the last couple of shows that I've visited this year, and I have not come across it. And luckily for me, I actually came across 2. So I got one for myself. And the next thing here was actually a gift. Eric was handing out a few items to the other 2 guys. He's like, well, I can't just leave James out. I'm like, dude, you don't have to give me anything. You already opened up your home to me. But he insisted, and I'm like, well, I don't have it. At least I didn't think I did. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I got some of my loose Genesis there. I did dig through my carts, and I do not have this. So even if I did already have it, I would have kept this copy because, you know, my buddy gave it to me and you know, ditched the other one on the table. But it is Super Volleyball on the Genesis. I honestly don't know anything about it, but we had a discussion that the Genesis was absolutely riddled with sports games, but I will be checking this one out. Why not? Alrighty, then we have Battletoads Double Dragon. This is another one. It's kind of been on the want list for a while, but I don't really know too much about it, so I'm interested to check that out. Then, let's see, the next one here I am very familiar with. I used to actually rent this back when I was a youngster. And that is Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Tough as nails, like the NES, of course, but decent. And I got it for actually a pretty alright price. And the label is beautiful on this one. Then we will move to Separation Anxiety. I believe, as far as I know, this is the follow-up to Maximum Carnage, which I do enjoy. I think I've heard that this one isn't quite as good, but I'm still willing to give it a shot. I like my beat-em-ups anyways. And then I had spent lots of time looking for 3DO stuff, and virtually no one had anything, except for a couple of vendors, and they wanted, you know, the moon of prices for garbage games. And just randomly, like the last, I think it was 2 hours of the Sunday, I think Chris was walking around and talking to someone. I just started digging through a box, and I had a bunch of loose PC games. And lo and behold, I found Super Wing Commander on the 3DO in a box of just PC games. And I think it had 7 on it, and I flagged down a vendor. I'm like, you know, you do $5 on this? Like, yeah, we don't care. I don't think they had any idea what it was. They probably thought it was a PC title. And then I look it up on price charting, and it actually averages closer to 20 US. So that was a win. And, you know, hopefully this isn't just absolute garbage like most of the 3DO library. Alrighty, and this one was on my list for a while too. I'm glad I actually waited because I got it significantly cheaper than if I got it when it actually launched. And that is Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. I have the actual cartridge for me, or for the Super Nintendo behind me. I think I'm just going to go this route. I don't need to keep that cartridge anymore. This is going to be almost the same experience, at least hopefully. I'll open it up first and play it and make my decision then, but my mindset was get rid of the cartridge because it's going for ridiculous money right now, and still be able to enjoy it, and hopefully on the go. And running out of hand space here, see if I can do it this way. All right, now this is what I meant by limited on luggage space, because these things are always obscene for me to try and bring back. Neo Geo MVS. Yes, these things are ridiculous in size. This one here is Magical Drop 3. Let's see if I can open this up with one hand, because the other one is holding onto all that, and I don't have a side table beside me. Magical Drop 3. It's fairly beaten up, but you know, I've got faith that it'll work. And then see if I can do a quick flip seat. There we go. Top Hunter, Roddy and Kathy. This one here, well, actually I probably should have mentioned Magical Drop 3. If you don't know, it's kind of a puzzle bust and move style thing. This one here, I honestly don't know anything about, but judging by the photos on the back, it's kind of like a run-and-gun shooter Metal Slug style, so that should be interesting to give a shot. I nearly didn't get it because I had a discrepancy personally when I was looking at this. The case is fairly beaten up, so that's kind of why I thought, well, maybe I'll take a chance on it. And also the boards are honestly not in the greatest of shape. So if it was a repro, someone would have had to intentionally mangle up the bottom of this. And I don't think that's too common to come across. But my main concern was the label. I actually asked the vendor, I'm like, you know, I'm 100% sure this has been relabeled. And he said, yeah, it has been relabeled. The label that he had on it was trash. But he assured me that it was legit. And after my looking at the boards and, you know, the condition of the shell, which isn't always an indicator. You could always use an old shell and put a repro in it. But like I said, the boards, they look kind of mangled. So it's been heavily used in terms of in and out of people's cabinets. And considering I also got Magical Drop 3 off the same vendor and the same table, and I have no discrepancies about this one being legit, I'm like, you know what, I'll roll a dice. It wasn't an awful lot of money, and he also dropped $50 between the two of them, just because he probably has no way of really moving them. I'm probably one of the only people showing up to these shows that's actually willing to buy these, besides, you know, the arcade vendors that bring their machines for these shows, probably. So I definitely don't have much competition when it comes to grabbing these. Anyways, that is about it. It was a wonderful weekend. I'm very sad that it just blew by. Boom, just gone. But I don't regret anything. It was absolutely worth every penny that I spent to get out that way. And, you know, very gracious people around me, between Eric and Melissa hosting us, and then Ryan and Chris as well. It was a good, tight-knit group. And, you know, I feel very, very blessed to have had good friends to share the experience with. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Catch you all next time.